Hello everybody, welcome back to the Dark World, and I've been upgrading the place a bit. I added some more machines back here. So we're automating the sag mill and the alloy smelter. I still need to work on this a little bit more. I don't think an interface is probably going to be what we really want to use. And redstone furnace. Cook up the various right now iron in here. I got to put some more capacity upgrades to have more slots, but this will just cook up all the iron dust, which is already done actually. I get some nice lag going on. So I had to run some power across the top to get to there. And I got this thing actually exporting dark steel balls to help grind up on that triple ore output. So it goes right in this slot. I could use that for exporting ores as well. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. We do need to get the output back in to the ME system, so yeah, the interface is probably where I'm going to have to output it, so it makes sense, I guess. Maybe I'll leave it that way. Still thinking about it. I expanded this to produce more channels because we were kind of running out with the extra machines. So I had to run like some dark cable up through here. Actually color coded, made some red dense cable there. If you color them, then they won't connect with things that are of different color, but they will connect to just your regular flux cables that don't have any color. So if you're in tight spaces and they don't connect, then coloring is the way to go. So that's that. I've been making a whole bunch of new patterns as well. If we take a look here. So yeah, we got patterns for creating materials. Yeah, a bunch of patterns and so forth. Octatic capacitors, and machine frames. Slowly building this up with more and more patterns as I need them. Speaking of which, we're producing more power with our solar power now, so I would like to expand the capacitor bank a bit. We only got that one up there. Up here. Yeah, this is just this one bank buffering stuff up, which isn't really that much. Oh, I guess we went through the night and we're coming up today maybe. But yeah, only 25,000. Well, yeah, 25 million RF total we can store in there. So I'd like to make some more, make this bigger so it can hold a lot more. Buffering up the power would be pretty nice, I think, because yeah, our solar panels only generate power during the day. During the night, we gotta rely on our stored up power. So it'd be nice to make that bigger. And that's kind of where I ran into the problem. To make the vibrant banks, you need octatic capacitors. So I kind of wanted to automate being able to make those just on the fly whenever I need them in the ME system. It will lead to MFE as I've been grinding up the diamond dust we're going to need for that. And stuff. Whole stack. Why not? So that we need to kind of put like that. That gives us that much. And we'll start compressing that. There we go. Wait for the lag. So yeah, I'll work on the capacitor banks, probably off camera. You've seen me make one already, so it's kind of boring. It's going to take a while to do, so I'll just work on that. But one thing I was noticing, this is something new I think, in the latest update. These lat blocks, lat tanks things, which are kind of interesting. This holds one bucket. Not very hard to make, just sticks and glass. And some more lag. Then you go up to the next one, which has a capacity of 8. And you notice it takes 8 of these level 1 lat blocks, plus another crystal. Another quartz crystal, yeah. Next one's 8 times that, and that takes the next lowest tier as well. 1 piece of iron, then gold, diamond, and you finally get up here. Capacity endless, so that doesn't sound so bad, having an endless tank. But yeah, we're going to need nether stars. White tank, this isn't so hard to make. But recursive, so it's going to be quite a bit of resources to get up to that, but we could build ourselves up. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to make some of this. Maybe use it for lava storage or something. That'd be kind of nice, so yeah, I'll maybe work on that as well. Basically, the ME system to craft it automatically, because yeah, who wants to make all that by hand? You know, when you got a nice ME system, an auto crafting system set up, might as well take advantage of it. So, oh yeah, I gotta pull each one of these out. They don't stack, so I'll be back when I get a little farther along with all this. Alright, got the first vibrant capacitor. The octatic circuits are what's going to be the bottleneck for us with that. Making more. I've already made all the 2 plus 1 there, 3, so yeah, I gotta work on the more glowstone and so forth, various stuff that you need for it. Let's attach it right here. That'll give us 50 million. That's a little nicer. But still not big enough, of course. We're going to have to make it even bigger. Just because that's the way I do things. So, I'll work on it some more. I'll be back. Alright, we've got enough for 2 more banks. Go ahead and put those in. That should bring us up to 100 million, I guess. Let's see here. I'll take this out, I think. Oof. It's lag. There, and we'll put one above, I think, as well. So, get that out. Tell me the other 2 are. Come on, switch. There we go. This can go right here. So now we got a nice little 2x2. Which, yeah, gives us 10 million RF. Or 100 million RF, I mean. So that should be pretty good storage capacity. Ooh. I guess the big reactor kicked on. Looks like it. That's a lot of power pouring in. 20,000 RF per tick. So, yeah, wow, it's a lot. We're kind of running low on gold for the most part at this point. we try to make more octadic capacitors, let's do 10 for example. Well, we need to make more signalium. And then gold is mainly what's keeping us. We got a lot of everything else we need. So, quarry is probably going to be the best way to get more gold in easily. Unless we want to wait for the gold nuggets to come in from the bees. But I think we need to get start running the quarry. So, I've selected the place for it already. I think it was up here. Yeah, there's one marker. Which is connecting to a marker down that way somewhere. Let's see, this is one more marker place, I think. We're at Y91. So we want to go up this way. Let's go out to about maybe here or so. And we'll use an angel block. Help us out here. Come down a bit. Okay, that's one too high. There we go. About this level. So we'll put our other marker down. It looks like it's connecting because you get these particle effects if it's connecting to another one. So it must be in the right place. And we'll come back over here. Yeah, we got them going both directions now. So, quarry can go against this. Right click and found the boundaries. And then we just throw the tester on it. And it's shunning. The lag will work with us. You can right click on the ender quarry. Oh, it shows power on it now too. But it shows you how many, it shows you where it's at in the whole scanning process, I guess. But also tells you how many blocks it's scanned. Which is to say how many blocks it's mined, basically. Let's go back in and see what we got going on. One other thing I would kind of like to do is perhaps set up a subnetwork on my ME system to collect all the stuff that the quarry collects in like a separate storage area so I can see what's in. But have it sort of interface to the main ME system so that we can access it through the main ME system. Probably haven't got any gold ore in yet. Nope. Got any kind of ores? Well, I don't know what was here before and what wasn't. So it's not very helpful. But it should be running. Let's take a look at the power real quick. See how it's doing. Kind of low. Okay, I'm a little low. Yeah, power's draining quite a bit more than we're producing. So, I don't know. We probably want to upgrade the solar panels even more. But, and upgrade the power storage as well. More capacitor banks and so forth, but we need to get more resources, so... Yeah, it's sort of a chicken and the egg situation, really. I'll let it run for a while and keep an eye on it, and come back and let you guys know what's going on. Be right back. Okay, so I've set up a little system, LME network here. It's not actually connected to this other network. We got ME pipes run through here. This is all, you notice it's not powered right now. So it's offline. And it's not getting any power, it's not having any connection. We've got this ME drive, we got the access terminal here, ME terminal. And we have this ME interface, which is connected to this tesseract. And we have a tesseract here as well. This one's for, well, both these tesseracts is a fluid. They're not tesseracts, interfaces. ME fluid interface and the regular ME interface. This goes up to the tree farm up there. It collects all the wood and sludge. Sludge gets pumped into there and so forth. And products from the sludge boiler come in here as well. This one's going to be for receiving things from the quarry. And this is going to be the storage system for the quarry. Everything that comes from the quarry. Doesn't need to be all that big. But we want to keep it as a separate system, separate network, so that we can see what comes in from the quarry. And if it's all mixed up with the rest of the stuff, we're not going to know what came from the quarry and what didn't come from the quarry, which is why I'm doing this. So this thing needs to get power, but we don't want to connect it to the other network. So how do we do that? Well, that's what quartz fiber's for. Yeah, let me grab the quartz fiber first. Come down around here so you can get a better view of what's going on. So, if we connect this here like so, right, and take a smart cable, we can put it here. That's an interesting way to connect. Not sure I wanted all those connections, but well, doesn't matter, I guess. So this is all connected. It's not going to connect through the quartz fiber. Quartz fiber will connect networks as far as power goes, but not as far as data is concerned. So these remain separate networks. But it's powering this thing. And if we go over and take a look now, we'll see that this little new ME system that we set up actually does have power. See? So, that's all fine and dandy, right? I had the quarry running off this. This is set up for buffered power. This collects stuff from the mob trap and the was it rancher over there? Harvesting the sheep's wool. So we're getting wool in here, we're getting mob drops, and I've set up a drive that's partitioned for just like stone, dirt, and sand, gravel, smooth stone, and that's why we have those in here right now. Alright, so that's all we're seeing. We're not seeing stuff from the other ME system over here. However, come over here. Yeah, we're not seeing the cobblestone that's in the other ME system. But what if we want to see that, right? We should be able to see everything from our main terminal, right? So can we do like a one-way type of interface where that system can see what's in this system, but this one only sees what's inside its own system, and it's not going to see what's in the other system? Can you make a one-way connection like that between networks? And the answer is yes. And the way you do that is with ME storage bus. So if we take this and we plop it on here, this is the subnetwork that we want to connect to. And I guess put one of these on as well. Alright. So this connects to this network through the ME bus. So the other network, this is the one that's this one, which has the terminal way over there that we saw our main system, can now see everything inside this subnetwork. But what's in this subnetwork, it can't see what's in the other one because it can't go through the ME storage bus the other way. So an ME storage bus is sort of like a one-way connection between networks. That's the way you can think of it. So here, you can just see what's in this subsystem, like I said. We didn't have any cobblestone in the other one. But if we go and take a look now, we'll see that we can see that. There's a cobblestone. So this can now see what's in that other subsystem. So that's how you go about setting up subnetworks if you want to keep things isolated a little bit, such as from a quarry. So you can see, you can review what's coming in from the quarry and not have to dig through everything and, oh, is that in the system before, or is that new from the quarry, or stuff like that. So yeah, that's how you set that up. How much gold do we got now anyway? Not a whole lot. I don't think we have enough for the last one quite yet. Yeah, not quite enough. So we do have this one. We only need one more to make my little 2x2x2 block of vibrant capacitors. And there's some lag. Come on, there we go. You can see we got 6 of them connected up here. We can put one here. 7, so we need one more to complete the corner. And then we'll have fully done. And this has got 175 million RF storage capacity. So not too bad. So this will be for mob drops and everything else. So I moved the one that was here to here, but then I realized I was getting like the mob drops and everything else, so I made another one, stuck it there, and this one we're gonna have to set up a new channel for. So we'll set channel 3, and we'll call this quarry. Add the frequency, select it, set, send energy, receive items, good to go. So what I have to do is go over to the quarry now and set it up to use the new frequency. Yeah, it's nighttime. Infested skeleton ground a bit. So, I mean, once in a while things are spawning in that mob grinder and it's taking them out. It's kind of interesting. So you get little messages once in a while. This thing's probably out of power now. Yeah. Not moving. So that's because I disabled the power here. I'm going to set this up for quarry. Set this to receive energy. Now it should be getting power. Yep. And away it goes again. Alright, so now everything should be going into the sub-ME network that we set up. And wow, lag is interesting. There, we don't need drawing quite a bit of power. these mob drops out of here. And the wool. So this will just be quarry stuff. The quarry kind of stopped, so I had to break it and replace it. So it's scanning over a bunch of dirt that it's already harvested and so forth. So we're not going to see anything for a while until it catches up to where it was, I think. So that's why we're not actually seeing anything coming in right now, but it should be working. Because it's scanning, you saw the numbers go up. You know, here's the numbers going up. The blocks that are scanned, so it's definitely doing something. But it's just scanning over dirt, and it's not going to harvest dirt because all it's going to do is replace it with dirt anyway, so wouldn't serve much point. Come on, down. Then we can throw all this stuff in here. I think if I put dirt in here, it'll go into the other place. Should, but I don't know. Jungle, so that's good. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, I guess, and show you the results when I get something to show you. So I'll be back. So I'm just making some crafting recipes for the ME system for some of these products that we get. We don't really need in there the form we get them in. We want to convert them into the things that are more useful, like these. Right? So we'll throw these in here somewhere. I don't know, doesn't matter where we put them, I guess. Just throw them here. Alright, so now that we have that, this is a fun little trick. We make ourselves an export bus. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to need. Export bus. And stick it right here, for example. We're going to need yeah, cable. Smart cable. That'll do. There we go. So we have like all these yellorium grains, which we don't want. We just want them in this form. So if we come over here, come on, gosh, frame rate. So annoying. So we have this exporting into an ME interface. So it's just going to take things out of the ME system, put them back in the ME system, right? Which seems pretty useless. However, if we tell this thing to craft, do not use stocked items, only craft items while exporting, right? We tell it to export this, it's going to have to craft it in order to export it. Which means it's going to take those grains, if we have them, and turn them into yellorium dust for us. So here we have a way of automatically turning all these grains into dust. You see it's going down, ticking down. So as we get yellorium grains coming into the system, they'll automatically be converted into yellorium dust, and we won't have to worry about it. And we should actually smelt these down. So it should go in here. We're going to need a capacity upgrade, I think, to really do that properly. This should be pulling them in. Turning them in. Okay. So I'm going to make a capacity upgrade, throw them in there too, so we can do more stuff. But I'll do it off camera, because this frame rate's just way too low. So I'll be back. There we go. Got the last octadic capacitor we need for the last vibrant capacitor bank. I can finally put that in place. Over here. I'll go right here. So now we got 200 million maximum storage. That should be a pretty good buffer, I think. Last us for quite a while. With the quarry running, we're actually dropping power all the time, so I might upgrade one of those solar cells, probably the middle one, to the next step, and leave the other 8 for now. And that'll help a little bit more, I think. And I think that'll be good for the power for a while. The quarry, yeah, it's finding new stuff now. Cobblestone's slowly going up, but it's also getting compressed. So that's why this goes down and up and up and down and up and up and down like that. So yeah, it's finding good stuff down there. And we can see exactly what we're hitting, what it's pulling in, how much of it. So we want to know basically, you know, what the ratio is between various different things. This will give you a good indication of it, I guess. The longer you run it for, the more accurate it will be, of course. But yeah, things are going nice. I like the way it's going. Storage, I don't think we're running out of space. They should hold quite a bit. We're probably going to have to upgrade it. Make some bigger cells here for too long, but I'll do it off camera probably. I'll do the solar thing off camera too. And that should do it for this episode, I think. I think we've accomplished enough. And we're kind of out of time anyway, so thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and please leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.